Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be watching back my technically not last, but basically last game of Showdown before I hit tier 1 here in NBA 2K26 my team. This game was crazy. I'm going to be honest, wasn't really locked the first half or so, but found myself in a position I needed to come back, needed to win this game because I didn't want to risk potentially losing again after this and being reset all the way to the beginning of tier 2 and after having to do it all again. So tried to lock in and wound up getting a really good game. So hopefully y'all do enjoy this video. First video I've done this year like this, breaking down one of my games that I've played, but hopefully y'all enjoy. I'm gonna be doing a lot more content like this, especially once I start playing tournaments and stuff like that and start getting more comp games and stuff. But this guy was a tier 1 player, he's a good player. I didn't start recording until minute 55 left in the first quarter. I'm down by 1 at this point, but I just threw on this because I was like, I'm almost done with Showdown anyway. I should probably record this just in case. And I wound up, this wound up being a really good game. So I think it's a great one to watch. Let's get into it. And again, like I said, I don't think in the first half that I really played all that well in this. I wasn't super duper focused. I was definitely playing and I was definitely trying to win, obviously, but I wasn't like, it wasn't my only thing that I was doing the entire half. Like I was focused on the game. I was checking my phone a little bit and glancing down at stuff and just not completely focused and locked in. And then the second half we locked in and I think we played really well. So I hope y'all do enjoy. But I've been really liking this Jordan Clarkson card a lot, and I honestly like his fade. It doesn't create a ton of space, but it's fast and it's not hard to green. Unfortunately, I didn't green it there and I didn't shoot it much in this game. I'm not sure I shot it again actually after that shot right there. It was open and I probably should have made it, but I didn't. Good patience by him. He gets to the rim, gets a stand. Like I said, this was a tier 1 player, 114 wins or something like that, I think. Like on tier 1 leaderboards on Xbox, he's a good player, man. Like this is going to be a good game. I immediately get an illegal screen because that's 2K26 in a nutshell right there. Illegal screens. It's like one of the top 3 or so things that I personally would like to see tweaked in the patch to end season 1 that will likely include gameplay tweaks. Not that I think illegal screens impact gameplay that much. It's just a heavy algo thing, you know what I mean? And it can be very frustrating to get an illegal screen in an important moment of a game, or when you have momentum, or to kill your momentum, whatever it may be, or even especially when you're getting hoed and you get an illegal screen or something that happens. It's just you're down 8 and then you get a bad possession. It can be very tilting, it can be very frustrating, and honestly, it's something that's very RNG and not particularly based on what you do right or wrong. Whereas that was great defense by him right there. He played that perfectly. That was an elite X switch, really well defended. Let's go back and watch it honestly because it was really well defended by him. Touches the screen and he switches with Wiggins. X switches onto Harrington really well. Doesn't click on to Googs, doesn't need to. His drop coverage picks it up. He plays the pop. That's really good X switching right there. Great defense by him and it leads to a transition dunk. I tried to chase it down, but there aren't many chase down blocks in this game. There were a couple of other opportunities this game actually for that type of chase down block that I was unable to get, but quick 7-point lead for him and I'm just like, it's not a great start. Not loving it, but Jordan Clarkson does get a dunk. He's got 90 driving dunk and gets a little bit of an angle. If you get a defender behind you at all, nobody in front of you in any way, even if there's like a defender in your area, if they're not in front of your path to the rim, you can pretty much stick dunk every single time as long as you have a decent stick dunk rating. Now, we get a little bit of a fluky steal there from Al Harrington. I'll take that. Al Harrington's a freaking beast, by the way. I love that card. He plays great in this game. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Nice little fade, and I absolutely butcher it. Early rush, just like yikes. Not even close, and a 5-point deficit to end the first quarter is obviously not how you generally want to start off a game, but unfortunately, that's how we started this one off. So we'll skip ahead here into the second quarter just a little bit and get right back to watching. Pull up mid-range, Klay Thompson, easy bucket, 4% contested. Midi fades are really good. They're tough to contest. Honestly, they're a really good shot to shoot late in the shot clock if you are boxed. And they're very effective. Nice pass out right there, good bailout pass. And Harrington, who is just, I love that card. He's one of my favorite cards in the game right now. Absolutely drills another 3-ball. Really nice shot for Big Al. I said another. I think that was his first 3-ball of the game, but he's definitely going to have an impact in this one. Y'all will see what I mean here in a bit. But we don't do a great job getting under. We kind of switch, but don't. Okay, it's not bad defense, though. In a pretty good position, I would say, across the board. And just don't move laterally at all and do nothing, unfortunately. Unable to get a stop. It's all right. He's pressing me in the full court, and Jordan Clarkson gets past McHale. We get ourselves a dunk. Winds up being an easy transition bucket nonetheless, and we're still only down by 4. So not a terrible start, but also just not a great start. You know what I mean? Just kind of eh. Play a decent defense here. This was my fault, by the way. I know that just looks like he just kind of got past me, like that maybe it's the game. It wasn't really the game. This was entirely my fault. And I want to talk about what I did wrong here. With the way the game is right now, there aren't very many bump steals in the game. They just don't exist. I should not, with Jordan Clarkson right here, be reaching for a bump steal. It puts me out of position. I reach. Do you see how Jordan, I reach, and then as soon as I click off, he gets that late stagger animation. It's like, okay, that animation takes forever and it's dumb and it stuns him and allows Mikhail to get to this dunk position, but it's my fault in the first place for reaching. Play straight up defense in this game right now. Play as straight up as you possibly can and just try to get bare stops and then let the game give you flukes. Over rotating and swinging and trying to overdo stuff and blitzing and trying to get super aggressive for stops right now just isn't the way with the way that the interactions with the ball are. Awesome push pop right there to Jack Sikma. He drills the 3-ball, but yeah, hopefully that's a helpful point to y'all in terms of kind of just like a major strategy to play defense right now. I want to be very safe. Make things as difficult as possible. Make people work as much as you can, possession by possession, to get a bucket. Pretty good defensive possession here. We click on a Clay, we contest. I jumped too. That was actually good defense right there. Get through the screen, watch the rim run, and Al Harrington gets stuck. And then at the end of the day, again, that type of stuff's gonna happen. I don't think it's like something to panic about. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating. Feels like you play pretty good defense and he just runs around you again. But unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I personally try to just let that go. Sub in the bench. Don't love my bench in this game, but if y'all go watch my hidden gems video from earlier today, this is a really good play, by the way. I want to go back and talk about this, but my bench right now, I don't love it, and I'll talk a little more about that, but it has gotten better. Go watch the hidden gems video I did from my tier 1 Showdown reward. Bench has definitely gotten better since the bench y'all see on screen right there. But that being said, right here, this was a really good play by me. So we tried to dex on the inbounds. We left right the screen just a little bit, switch directions, and go into a fade. This is open-ish. He knows it's open-ish. He knows it's Clay. Really good pump fake here. Let him fly by and knock down the shot. Good patience. You just got to know what your opponent's probably going to do there. If he jumps, he's getting a lightly. If he jumps, I'm getting a wide open shot as well because he's going to fly right past me. So good patience there. Gets us a wide open shot and gets us a 2-point game. Unfortunately, they get switched and then they get stuck and Clay has no stamina and it's just another 3 inches. Ugh. Was this my fault? Actually, it may have been. I probably should go back and look just to see if there's something I did wrong here because it's annoying, but what did I do? Okay, so we're right here. We're fine. I should have been a little lower with Sigma. The whole reason this happened is because I did not, with Sigma, play right here low enough. I clicked onto the hash. I should have clicked onto Sigma and moved him right here. Because if I cut that off, this never turns into a switch. Clay never gets stuck. Leads to a wide open 3. It's the type of stuff that in the moment I blame the game for, but looking back, that's on me. You know what I mean? And it's nice to recognize that type of stuff, and I think it's important to be able to recognize that stuff. That was my mistake. You know what I mean? I did not play that defensively how I needed to, and it led to that opportunity. A little bit of a force there with Bruce Bowen. Fades are very good, but is an early shot clock shot. I don't know if I needed to put that up, you know what I mean? It's more of a later shot clock shot than an early shot clock shot, I think, overall. And unfortunately, we are unable to convert. And then he gets a standing dunk with Jonathan Kuminga, and all of a sudden, we made a great play with Clay, got ourselves a wide open 3, put ourselves in a really good spot, and we're down by 7 because we got back-to-back buckets as soon as we did. Big 3-ball from Bruce Bowen. I did not mean to fade there, but we greened it anyway. Big shot, lucky shot, honestly, because I don't think it was a very good shot selection, but we greened it. So, and then he missed wide open as well, which, by the way, bad defense by me, even though he missed wide open. Luckily, we get the stop, and Bruce Bowen lays it in, and we have ourselves, obviously, a only 3-point deficit again, which is nice. Fighting our way back into the game, not doing too bad. And again, at this point, it's like, try to get a stop before half, or give up a wide open 3. Get lucky that he misses it. Just too low, honestly. And then I fly by, and it leads to a free dunk, and it's just probably over-aggressive with the close out there. I don't know. Overall, just not a very good defensive first half. A little bit too much like, midness. Should have shot that. It was wide open. By that point, he's rotated. Now nobody's open, and luckily he backs off of me a little bit with Jonathan Kuminga there. He did not contest manually on Harrington, which gave me the opportunity for that. Leads to a 2-point deficit at halftime, which is not bad by any means. Like, we're in this game despite, I would say, not having played that well, and at this point, it's like, I feel like we're in a good spot to win. But I feel like this did not go well to start the third quarter, if I remember correctly. I think this is where it started to kind of go bad. Harvey Grant is on ball off rip. I don't know why. He's like 80 speed. Kobe White's like 90. So Kobe goes right past him, gets a layup, which is unfortunate. We then drive the ball. We get Mo Bamba wide open, and we do knock down the shot, which is big. We get the 2 right back, and it's all of a sudden, again, a 2-point game. I think right about here is where it starts to go kind of poor. I try to get my switches right so I can get Melton on the secondary or the tertiary, who's Bruce Bowen, and try to get Doug Christie on the ball in for next possession. And I'm focused on my matchups, and I kind of X-switch the screen, but I don't step out manually, and he gets an open 3 off the screen with Kobe White, which he then converts, gives him a 5-point lead. That's bad defense by me, honestly. I do get to the rim, get another dunk, which cuts it right back to 3, which is good. I think he scores 7 straight here, though, which is kind of where this game goes to crap. And it's like, all right, well, you're in trouble now, because, I mean, we'll see how these next few possessions play out, but I believe this is the point at which it does not go all that well. So far, good defensive possession. Harvey Grant got switched on, but whatever. Pretty good defense overall, but an offensive board and a contested layup goes in. I don't think that was a terrible possession. It was a little unlucky, but it's a 5-point game now. So there you go. Try to get points back. He goes under the screen, doesn't touch it at all. Bamba's way too deep on the pop, so he's not a threat. So now we kind of have to reset the offense. We dribble handoff with Harvey Grant instead of an actual ball handler, and then Mo Bamba probably should have been a steal anyway for Sikba. Then Bamba gets hurt, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's not good. So I think now, oh, there's a jump ball, and Mo Bamba's still in the game because of the jump ball. There's no substitution, so the injury doesn't force the substitution until the next dead ball is what happens there. And so it's a jump ball, and he gets the ball as well. So not only did my Mo Bamba get hurt, but he also got the ball. To be fair, it was a bad pass. Probably should have been a steal anyway, but he gets an open mid-range. Harvey Grant's kind of slow defensively, can't really stay in front, can't contest, and we are down by 7. And it's starting to slip away. I dump it in there, but Bowen's lurking. And so it's like, okay, back it out. Be smart, be patient, back it out. And Doug Christie drops the ball. The slowest backup anybody's ever done, and then just drops the ball. And all of a sudden it's like, oh no, this is not good. And he dribble drives. I fouled him. Okay, what else happened? I feel like does he have a 3 here? Let's see. Does he have a 3? Go under the screen. Wiggins, play low. Oh, he got an and 1 here. He drop steps and 1 dunk. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. And so realistically, what has happened here in the last couple minutes is mostly, it's a combination of me not playing very well, but also of me getting algoed. And so all of a sudden we're about to be down 10 points. Mo Bamba's injured. Just kind of overall a disaster. I got to put in PJ Brown real quickly so that I don't use Sigma's energy for the rest of the game. And PJ Brown's got to come up big here because I need him as my 3rd string center. That's why I have 13 guys in my rotation, by the way, these days, instead of running a 10-man, is because you often need players for injuries in Showdown. And so PJ Brown is called upon in a 10-point deficit. Do not want to lose this game because, again, if you lose 2 games in a row in Tier 2 Showdown, you automatically get reset to the beginning of Tier 2, no matter how close to Tier 1 you actually were. And we do not want to even risk that. So don't even want to lose 1 game in Tier 1 Showdown or Tier 2 Showdown, let alone 2. And at this point, you're down by 10 points, and it's like, okay, he's got as good of a team as me. He is a good player, and he is up by 10. It's just not... It's not going very well, and the algo isn't favoring us too well either, which obviously isn't in my favor. But we get a dunk with the Anthony Melton. It's like, okay, the biggest key in a game like this is it's not over, just focus. And so I X-switched that, and Anthony Melton gets a little bit of fluke steal. I'm not even going to claim I was really in the right position there. But you know what? It turned into a turnover, turns into a 3 ball, gives us some confidence. All of a sudden, it's a 5-point game, just like that. You get a dunk to start the quarter, or you get a dunk coming out of timeout, I apologize, and then you get a little bit of a fluky, maybe a little bit lucky stop, and that turns into a bucket. He then misses a mid-range. That turns into a stop. Again, probably not very good offense by me, but it turns into a stop, and then PJ Brown does not dunk the ball, but it turns into an and 1, which is even better, and all of a sudden, it's like, okay, beautiful. Now you got literally just like that, 8 straight points, 2-point game. You come out of a timeout down 10, a couple things go your way, make a couple things happen, make a couple shots, and it is now a 2-point game just like that. But the thing is, I go on that run, and even if it wasn't really me playing that well in that moment, all of a sudden that kind of unlocks me. It's like, okay, we got to lock in. We can win this game. This is winnable. He kind of just wiggles past me with Gugliotta. That's going to happen a lot in this game. Okay, whatever. He scored. It's cool. 2 points, whatever. But all of a sudden, I'm a little more focused. You know what I mean? I'm playing a little bit more precisely now, trying not to make as many mistakes. Reset to PJ Brown here. Nice escape, dribble drive. Be patient here. Somebody's going to be open. The spacing doesn't set up how I want it, but PJ Brown, nice little shimmy shake, gives him enough space to get a post spin the other way and dunk the ball. I'm kind of surprised that little shimmy shake actually worked, but it did. And it's a 2-point game. PJ Brown, 5 points since he came from injury. Needed that. Unfortunately, cannot quite steal the slip or get the chase down block. Again, chase down blocks don't really exist in this game. 6.7 seconds left. Try to get points here if we can. Hit it to Doug Christie. Come off the screen. Bang, Pro 2. He jumped at me with Clay, and I don't know why he jumped. That was his fault. Gugliotta cannot recover enough. Huge three ball right there. Cuts it to a 1-point game here in the fourth, and all of a sudden, I think I get ball to start the fourth. We're down by 1, and just like that, a minute and a half ago in game time, we're down by 10, and a minute and a half, 2 minutes later, it's a 1-point game. We have the opportunity coming into the quarter to try to win the game. Put in the starters. No more D'Anthony Melton. No more PJ Brown. Shout out to their contributions, but we are ready to go win this game, and I get an angle to the rim. Jordan Clarkson, easy stick dunk, easy bucket. 44-43 lead. Good offense. I feel like the fourth quarter is the best I played in this game by a pretty decent margin. So good quality, not honestly bad defense there. Jordan Clarkson, maybe I'm a little low, but just kind of slides through me. It's okay. Wasn't horrid defense, but he just gets the floater, the layup to go in over me. Not that big of a deal. Be patient here. Go pick and pop. Try to get a little dribble drive. Be patient. That was not a great pass, but that's a mismatch. Pump fake. And then this is a really good pass right here. What happens is I got the mismatch, obviously, and then I pass it out. He's trying to X switch this. Good player. He wants Sigma on Sigma. And so with how the no dip shooting is this year and how good Sigma's jumper is, it's a swing, catch, and shoot, because he's going to have to X switch from here out to here. And if you do it really fast, like we did, we swing, catch, and shoot immediately. He catches with his feet set, which is beautiful, and gets the 3 up. And we get a huge 3 ball right there, which gives us a 47-45 lead. That no dip definitely helps us out there, which is super nice. And Jack Sigma gets a huge 3 ball, giving us the lead. And then freaking Al Harrington, what a defensive play right here. I mean, I don't think I actually played this that great defensively. Clay gets stuck in the screen. Al Harrington's trailing the play, and I just jump. And honestly, the jump was more than anything to allow Clay to recover so that he would like pump fake with Gugliotta, but he went up. And so it works out. I get a beautiful animation and just absolutely pin him off the glass. And all of a sudden, Harrington's in transition, a pull up 3, bang. And just like that, 5-point lead. That is a huge swing to start the fourth quarter. The first minute of that quarter was beautiful. Al Harrington with a highlight reel play on both ends of the court with the highlight reel block and a tough moving 3 ball. Big stuff from him. Really liking that card. That is a huge set of plays. Pretty good play by us as well, but Al Harrington himself as a card just making a couple plays as well. Pretty good defense here. Played low enough to get to where we could still probably get out and get a contest, but he's not going to rim run us. Great click on with Clay and manual jump to contest, anticipating that shot well, and we are now a chance to go up by 7. Good dribble drive, good patience. This is a standing dunk in 2K26, right? Wrong, apparently. Apparently that's not a standing dunk. In 2K26, that feels like that's almost a standing dunk every single time with a big. If you've played a lot of Showdown, you know what I'm talking about. But apparently Andrew Wiggins gets the paint stop, and then Tom Gugliotta contact dunks on Al Harrington, who unfortunately cannot do everything. He's made a lot of good plays, but that is one that he is unfortunately unable to make. And now it's a 3-point game. It's like, well, that's a little unfortunate. I feel like we got a little unlucky there. Kick it out here. We got nice little spacing. Easy lay to the basket. Free dunk. 2K26. Chase down blocks don't happen, right? I haven't gotten like 3 of them this game. Nope. His CPU Tom Gugliotta strips me on it. A safe dunk. And just like that, he's right back in it. Oh, by the way, not only that, but I actually played it perfectly. I threw the pass, or I got blocked. Icon. Did you see my icons pop up? I'm a dog, by the way, for this. Right there. You see? I icon Y. Just instinctively. I don't know why, but I did. And then I reached. And almost got the steal. And didn't. Goes off my fingertips. Wide open. Easy finish. I shouldn't have reached with Jordan Clarkson. That probably was my bad, but he would have had a mismatch regardless. And it's a 1-point game, just like that. That's really unfortunate. Stuff like that does happen, obviously, all the time, but not getting the steal right after getting blocked in something that doesn't generally happen either is certainly unlucky. Jordan Clarkson, easy standing deck, does not get blocked, does not get stolen, does not get anything bad to happen there, which is nice. And we're up by 3. Play a little low, play the pop. Great defense by freaking Al Harrington. Beautiful defense by me as well, though. I feel like baited that really nicely. With the way that we dropped initially, but not too much. Just dropped here and then reached. And I always reach right before I click off, basically. Like, I'll reach and click off at the same time because it gives me an opportunity to, even if like I'm clicked off, they're animating towards the ball if the pass is thrown, basically is the thought process. And Al Harrington gets a steal, gets an assist. Another big play for Big Al. And another nice X switch as well. Played that really good too. He gets past me again, but again, it was good defense. We got to the spot and got in front of him. He just got a really nice layup animation, and Alex didn't get a contested animation. But again, you're putting yourself in the right situation, switching properly, not allowing easy mismatches, stuff like that. Just go right past him. Take another easy standing dunk. Take what the defense gives you. He's playing too high with Gugliotta. There's no backside help. If there is backside help, that's going to be a Sigma 3, especially once we beat him up the court and he's got no help behind him. And then he misses wide open. And that was his biggest mistake right there. That was his opportunity to win the game. And that was really bad defense by me is what it was. I don't know why. I do think Bowen's a better defender than Clay, but if I'm going to X switch it, why am I not X switching here? I didn't X switch it, ran away, and then was like, oh, I want to X switch that. Click on here and try to X switch it. There, like there. What are you doing? He's already in his move. Terrible defense. I have no idea what I was thinking there. So dumb. And so lucky that he missed, because that was a throw by him. That would have made it a 2-point game and given him a real chance again. And unfortunately, he missed. Well, unfortunately for him, fortunately for me. And I'm going to be very patient now offensively. Definitely not going to force anything. We have a size mismatch with Al Harrington. He is not going to click on to Gugliotta to help or anything. He's not going to play the slip himself manually either. And so Al Harrington just walks right past him. Easy standing dunk. 7-point lead. And just like that, a very efficient second half should be game. Terrible shot. Of course he grained it. Awful shot. 90%. I did jump twice, I know, but I got a 90 or at 80, whatever it is. Should have been a stop nonetheless. Doesn't really matter though. At this point we wind up, I think we score here and then he scores and then I dribble out the clock. I'm pretty sure is what happens. Let me just make sure of that. But game is basically over here as long as I don't turn it over. I get an easy standing dunk. He gets a dunk on the other end, I think right here to Gugliotta. Yeah. It's now, okay, cool. My recording apparently is now broken at the very end of the video. Point being, he scores, he lets me dribble out the clock. And that is GG's. But the thing that I want to show here, second half, I didn't play good the first 2 minutes of the second half. After that, I missed 2 shots the rest of the game. 1 or 2 shots the entire rest of the game. Just incredible efficiency. It wasn't unbelievably high degree of difficulty stuff for the most part, but just really good, precise offense and efficient 2K, and it got us a win. So I was very happy with that. Going down by 10 early in the second half, and then for the rest of the game, pretty much dominated, was able to get a win. Very much enjoyed it, and it was a good game, man. It was also my second to last game for Tier 1 Showdown. So my last game wound up being somebody that actually I already knew, and they just gave me the win, which was nice. I appreciated that. But this was my last real game for Tier 1. So that being said, good game, fun game, and I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.